I'm Pat McDermott. I'm a Sister of Mercy. I am currently president of the Sisters of Mercy of the Americas. We are the largest women's religious congregation in the Americas, in 10 countries and the territory of Guam.
Tell me a little bit about the Sisters of Mercy.
Well, in 1827, Catherine McAuley, who is our foundress, began the first House of Mercy. And it sits, for those who are of Irish ilk and know the territory of Dublin, it's right down the street from Stephen's Green and Trinity College. And the house that was founded in 1827 was our first housing effort. It really was the dream of Catherine. She lived at Coolock, which was probably a half hour away. And if you see pictures of the Coolock house in her bedroom, she would look out down towards the city of Dublin. And her sense was if she could connect those who are rich with those who are poor, that would be a vision worth living for. And surprisingly to her and to those of us who have followed her, she received what would be commensurate today, $1 million gift from the couple that she was living with. And with that $1 million, she built a house that still stands today, and welcomed women and children into the home. It was never her intent, it was never her dream to begin a religious congregation. But when bishops and others of influence said to her, if you want this mission to continue, then you have to figure out a way to sustain it. And in those days, the way to sustain it was to create a religious congregation. So if that was what would make it work, that's what she did. So she chose to begin the Sisters of Mercy and made her first vows in 1831, 4 years after she had actually started the ministry of serving those who are poor and uneducated. Her heart was really with women. I think she was an older woman at that point, especially in her day. She was 47, and she had spent years, doing direct service and providing food and whatever she could, probably doing some teaching of her own. But she knew that in order to really make a difference, that you had to, she would not have used the word systemic, but you needed to do something systemic to meet those needs. And so beginning this house was the beginning of a dream that almost 190 years later, I and countless of thousands of us across our world as Sisters of Mercy, and more importantly today, our colleagues, those who somehow have caught that fire of mercy, who somehow have been touched by wanting to make a difference in people's lives. That's what we're all about.